Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The football belongs to the Cardinals as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw is Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Laramie Tunsil, Pro Bowl tackle, called for the infraction.
A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. Now it's Watson.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Kirk now, the return man. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Dodges him at the 50. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A give running right is Connor. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Murray from midfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A pass complete here to Conley. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Watson. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson finding room to the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Oh, we got plenty
and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Oh, what a juke into space. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On the handoff, Connor. And Hardwanning's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
53 yards on the ground for him so far. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll go down at the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Into the hands of Cooks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From the gun, here's Watson.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air yet again, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
Pushing his way through. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Cardinals have got it, so that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they will take a knee here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next.
Jones Shorty.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with counter, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And Crosby puts it through. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The football going back over to Arizona now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 14 carries, 57 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing now is Murray. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Cobb to return. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. It finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Murray now to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
On first down, it's Connor. About 3 yards there to the 27.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers now to throw.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Funches has it complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is recovered by the Cardinals. Tough end of that play. He had his eyes on that first down marker, but he lost his luggage along the way.
Left it behind, so to speak. I like your analogy there, but here's the key. As he's maneuvering, as he's picking up the first down, as he's gaining yardage, what's the one thing he forgot about?
Ball security.
Exactly. Everything else working perfectly, and he forgot the most important piece.
And that is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that will be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, open man, here's Cobb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Hill will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. To throw, it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game.
Open man Green, he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Packers now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Hill again on second down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. The busy night continues for Hill. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
66 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because, oh no, they lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray to Connor on the check down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. First down, Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers offense set to go.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Connor looking for space. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Murray now on first down. Got his man. It's Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like the horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you have the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. Gets past one man and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Underneath here to Hill. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Rodgers. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he'll get this up to the 25.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Cards, they close out this 1st half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers.
today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposite.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuck behind the line on the first 2 plays.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw for a touchdown pass.
We got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Murray now. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Right back to Juszczyk again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards.
yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Kirk. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment.
There he goes left side, and he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is Connor running right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now,
they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to take off with it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Play action. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Now what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning. So he knows if he plays better, they might be winning by more.
And it's only the 2nd quarter, so he's got some time.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. There's Murray. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular...
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
On the counter, Sermon.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They give the Sermon out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
From the gun, Sermon.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
Now a handoff, Sermon.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So this defense, maybe a frustration penalty there with the success that he's had running the football in this first half.
Not an excuse to do that, but yes, they're looking to slow him down any way possible. That one's just not legal.
A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Sermon.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. On the handoff, Sermon takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
3
quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now Murray off play action. And the catch made by Hopkins. A little juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, Edmonds. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Quick slant caught by Kirk. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Jordan Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Fans team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. A 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina.